34.
Not today. Not today.
On second down, it's Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Dobbs to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Kaiser on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 43 yards. There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Bortles going to throw. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Caught Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Open man here is Kroll. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Dobbs to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. These two teams had not one but 2 memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was Week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big. And then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-42, to advance to their 3rd AFC Championship game in franchise history. And I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And now out come the Steelers. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half as some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. From the gun, Kaiser. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Kaiser. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Dobbs. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Dobbs. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw is Dobbs. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
1st down, Kaiser. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Down right around the 25. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Safarian Jenkins has it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. They'll start the drive with a carry on down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Leonard Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Fournette on the counter. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll come out in the pistol. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian-Jenkins from a yard out. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Big fourth down conversion for the score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. The give is to Bell. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Back to throw Dobbs. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On play action, it's Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Dobbs. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was fourth down and the possession changes. On first down, Dobbs to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go with a big bank, Yeldon. And some space here. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And some room to maneuver. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jaguars on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Being chased out left. He's got the hook up to Lee. And down inside the 15 he goes. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Kaiser on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Hey, man up, D.
Again, it's Bell. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
I got you.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Jags, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros.